Hey everyone, my name is Henry and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I am reviewing Star Wars Rogue One, which I just saw last night, and I'm excited to share my feelings with you because I am a huge Star Wars fan. I've seen all the previous movies many times, huge fan, so I was really looking forward to seeing this, and I saw it last night, the day before it officially opens, just like it did with The Force Awakens last year. Good thing is, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, so your future self will not get mad at past self for watching this. Today you're going to be seeing one of my favorite game modes and one of my favorite maps, so Bounty Hunt on Exoplanet. And this is Max on the right and Maury on the left. Before we get into the Star Wars stuff, I thought I'd post this question on a previous video by Manabi, and he asked, why do you only have 85 subs? And the answer to that is, I have no idea. Actually, no. The real answer to that is I'm still a new YouTuber, and I'm still getting my feet wet, and I'm hoping that I'm making good quality stuff for you guys to enjoy. And if you do, please share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it. I'd love to see my channel go out to more people and my comic strips be seen by more people. And if you could help me with that, I would really appreciate it. You can do that by leaving comments, by subscribing, and by liking this video. So, on to Star Wars. The review of this movie can't be all that long because I don't want to give anything away. I really don't want to give you any reason to dislike me for giving stuff away that you're going to see in this movie because it's brand new, it just comes out today. So I'm going to have to review it in very general terms. So I'm going to look at a couple different things, and I'm hoping that you will see that I like the movie and you'll go out and see it yourself. That's actually what I'm hoping for, because I really like the movie and I think it deserves a lot of attention, and I think everybody should go see it. There, oh, I gave it away already. You guys might as well just go home. No, don't do that. Come back. I am going to review this movie in several different aspects. Like, for example, what the visuals were like, what the characters were like, all that kind of stuff. And I want to see your opinion too. So leave an opinion on my review, and if you've seen the movie already, leave your opinion on my opinion. A little bit of context first so you can see where I'm coming from as a Star Wars fan. I am a fan. I have to say I'm a Star Wars fanboy, so it's pretty hard to disappoint me. I mean, I saw The Phantom Menace, and I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit, so take that for what it's worth. Although it is my least favorite Star Wars movie, and I've probably rewatched The Phantom Menace less than any other Star Wars movie, but still, I enjoyed it when it first came out, and I've watched it a couple times. But if I'm going to order all the Star Wars movies in my favorite to least favorite, I'd probably say, you know what, everybody always says Empire Strikes Back is their favorite Star Wars movie, and it's the very best one, but you know what, I like Return of the Jedi better than Empire Strikes Back. So Return of the Jedi is number 1 for me. Number 2 is Empire Strikes Back, because it is, after all, a good movie. Number 3 is Star Wars, the original, A New Hope. And after that comes The Force Awakens. I loved that movie so much. It was awesome. Especially the first half of it. The whole interplay between Rey and Finn. It was great. Then after that would have to come Attack of the Clones. After that, Revenge of the Sith. And lastly is The Phantom Menace. So, just so you know what kind of a Star Wars fan I am and what kind of movies I like, there you go. There's a little bit of background. Okay. I have a confession to make. Everything I've said up until this sentence that you're hearing right now, I actually recorded before I saw the movie. Yep. It was my way of getting as much of this video done as I possibly could. So there you go. Now I just came back right now from watching the movie, and so I'm going to tell you what I think about it. Of course, I liked it. I knew I was going to like it. I've heard about the movie coming up, and I didn't watch any of the trailers. I wanted to keep it as fresh as possible. But, you know, this is Star Wars, and I'm a Star Wars fanboy, so from everything I heard, I should say, I knew I was going to like it, and I did. How much did I like it? That's the real question. And, you know, I'm still of two minds about it. Right now, I'm thinking I don't like it quite as much as Force Awakens. So that would put it 5th in my pecking order, ahead only of the original, ahead only of the new trilogy, 1, 2, and 3. And saying that now, I think, wow, there's 4 other movies ahead of it. It was such a good movie. Why would I rank it there? And so, yeah, I'm still thinking about it a little bit. I think that's where I placed it now. My kids, on the other hand, they ranked it much, much higher. They really, really liked this movie a lot. They liked it more than The Force Awakens. Me, on the other hand, I was around for the original trilogy, episodes 4, 5, and 6, when it came out in the theaters. Yes, I'm old, I know. And so I saw them in the theater, and so I'm really, really invested in Luke, Leia, and Han. And so that's why I think I really like the original trilogy the best, and Force Awakens. And maybe that's why I'm placing this one behind them. I'm thinking, it's a psychological thing. You can't always judge everything perfectly objectively, if you know what I mean. And this movie was good, though. I really enjoyed it. And the big thing that I liked about this movie is it was different. It did not feel like all the other Star Wars movies. It had a different feel to it, and I liked that. It brought a little bit of variety to the Star Wars movies, because lots of people accuse The Force Awakens of just being a retelling of A New Hope, and you won't get that in this movie, that's for sure. It was a different movie, and it felt totally different, and I really, really enjoyed that aspect of the movie. Near the end there, it kind of felt a little bit more like a traditional one, but even then, it was still different. And there's lots of things going on that was like, oh man, I never seen that before. That is so cool. There's lots of so cool moments in this movie. I almost said movies in this moment, and that wouldn't have worked. Yeah, so all in all, I'm very pleased. Okay, so let's go into a couple different things about the movie. First of all, the aesthetic. Does it look like one of the episode 1, 2, and 3 movies, or does it look like more an episode 4, 5, 6, 7 movies? Because after all, lots of people criticized episodes 1, 2, and 3 for looking totally different than in normal Star Wars movies. Well, I'm here to lay your fears to rest. Rogue One definitely looked more like episodes 4, 5, 6, and 7. And so, yeah, there you go. There was a couple moments where I kind of thought, hey, what's going on here? This looks a little modernish, but it wasn't really an issue. It was more of a matter of them showing something different instead of showing something that did not fit. So I quickly thought to myself, oh wait, no, this isn't the new look that was in episodes 1, 2, and 3. This is not the new look. It's just something I haven't seen before. And I had to make that distinction, because something I haven't seen before, that's cool. Something that has that new polished aesthetic that episodes 1, 2, and 3 has, that's different. How good did the actors do? That's a big deal in these kind of movies. Actually, I don't know why I said these kind of movies. Every movie, really. Every movie. And, I think this is where the movie fell down a little bit for me. I did not get invested in the characters nearly as much as my kids did. I mean, my kids loved it. So this might just be a matter of opinion, and I'm putting that out there right away. It could just be my opinion. It could be totally wrong here. But yeah, I just did not feel a connection with the characters like I did in, the original trilogy, and I did in Force Awakens. Like Rey and Finn, I love those guys. Well, I love that girl and guy, I liked Finn and Rey a lot, and I really connected with them, and I thought they were awesome. But the characters in this movie, that didn't really happen for me, but I know what happened really much so for at least one of my kids, and the other ones really like the characters as well. So yeah, it could just be me in that regard, but that's an area where I think the movie might have fallen down a little bit. And this is where I'd like you to go watch the movie and come back and give your opinion on this video when you get around to it. Actually, you know what? I should make a second video with a bunch of spoilers in it and put the spoiler label all over it so that we can actually talk about this movie in the open, because right now I'm being very vague, of course, because I don't want to give away spoilers, but I want to be able to talk about this in the open with you guys. So yeah, maybe I'll make another video like that, maybe in a couple weeks once you guys have all had a chance to see the movie, because you are going to go see the movie, right? Because it's awesome. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. Oops, I'm just banging my watch on the table here. Okay, what should I talk about next? The plot. The plot was fine. I didn't have any real problem with the plot. I thought it was good. What else? Oh yeah, those wink wink nudge nudge movies. Yeah, you recall this from other Star Wars movies, or reference another Star Wars movie in this kind of way, or show this kind of character that you've seen in another movie, but we're going to show it in this one kind of thing. This movie has its fair share of those things, and sometimes I wish they wouldn't have done it, almost, in order to try to keep this movie as fresh as possible, because, it really takes you out of the movie when you see, oh yeah, I get it, I see what you're doing there. But on the other hand, those movements are really fun, so Yeah, I'm kind of undecided here on this one as well. Man, I can't make up my mind sometimes, eh? Okay, now it's time for a Q&A session with Max and Maury, and I'll ask them what they thought of the movie because, of course, they saw it too. So, first up, guys, what did you guys think of the movie? Okay, predictable, I guess. It was a good movie. Okay, the next question is, do you think that this movie brought something new to the table, something new to the franchise? All right. What do you guys think about the characters? I already said that I did not fall in love with the characters, but my kids did. Where did you guys fall on that spectrum? Okay, yeah, fair point. I also thought there were lots of people, lots of characters in this movie, and I kind of lost track of some of them sometimes. Okay, here we go. The very last question. Because Force Awakens just came out last year, it's kind of the benchmark right now because it's so fresh in our minds. So, what do you think? Is Rogue One better than Force Awakens, or is it worse than Force Awakens? Okay, well, there you have it. You get Max and Maury's opinions in there as well. I hope you enjoyed them. And I don't know what else to say without giving away more of the movie. If you guys have any questions or you just want to discuss it, pretend you guys watched it already, you want to discuss it with me before I make the next video and you want to talk about spoilers and stuff, feel free to hit me up on Twitter. My name is Max and Maury there, so you can just send me a direct message. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to you about this because, you know, I'm at home and I can talk to my kids about it. My wife hasn't seen it, but who else am I going to talk about it, you know? So if you guys want to talk about the movie with me, that'll be a lot of fun. We can do that via DM on Twitter. So I hope you guys liked this departure for me. It was not talking about the game at all. It was not talking about anything to do with YouTube at all. It was talking about something totally outside of us here. A movie, Star Wars. Star Wars is awesome. So I hope you guys liked it. Leave a comment, rate, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I said comment twice. That's because I really, really want to hear your comments. So please do that. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not going to make you. And not like I could if I wanted to. Or can I? Mind control, force. Oh, that would only work on weak minds. Are any of you of weak mind? I don't think so. I got intelligent guys here watching my videos. And gals, I guess, if you're out there. Gals. That sounds so archaic. Guys refers to both girls and guys these days anyway, doesn't it? Okay, whatever. So leave a comment, rate, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff. And I hope to see you guys next week. This is Henry, over and out. Oh wait, I'm not quite gone. Here, you can subscribe, or you can watch another video that I have. Click on one of the links. Thanks, bye-bye.